I'm Vik Hothi, and over the past 3 decades, learning, training and researching the martial arts has been my life's passion. In 2017, I had a life-threatening illness, and using all of the attributes I had developed through diligent martial arts practice, and in particular the Wing Chun system, I was able to make a full recovery. As a result, I wanted to do a project to give back to this wonderful style of Kung Fu. It's because of this, I made the decision to take my students over to China to interview the leading experts of the main lineages of Wing Chun, all in an effort to bring some clarity to the system, especially as there are many outside influences detracting it from its true essence. In the following videos, I'll be asking a series of questions to the various Sifus to get a better understanding of the history and establishing a baseline for what the Wing Chun Kung Fu system really is.
He saw other styles. They will put the fist in the center and then push out, but that way the fist is twisted. But in their way, they want to keep the fist straight, and also the center line, what they call the center line, is on the side. Their center is kind of like a 1/4 of the body width. So this is the center of the center and the shoulder and the side.
Sure.
Yes, so this is what they are talking about, the center line. He learned from 2 Sifus. The first one is Jiu Zhao. Later, he started to learn from Lineage, another Sifu. So later, in 1957, Pan Nam Sifu, he met Lineage Sifu, and at that time, Pan Nam Sifu was very famous already. People call him Fatsaan Nam. But when he tried things with Lineage said, please sit down, and his Sifu has to fall back and sit down. So he's very good at that. And also Pan Nam went back to told his Sifu Jiu Zhao. Jiu Zhao came to try with Lineage too, but then also he cannot compete with Lineage. And this second Sifu Lineage, his stance is not like the others. His stance, the 2 feet are paralyzed. So it's just the knees are naturally bent. And Jiu Zhao Sifu told Pan Nam Sifu, he said, I'm already old. Since this Lineage Sifu was very good, so maybe you can just follow him. So now what I teach and what we pass on is all the theories and the method and the forms all come from Lineage. Pan Nam Sifu, he trained very hard and take on very seriously. So this makes him like very good at the Wing Chun. You know, since he was from the poor level people, he was a worker. It's not from the rich people. You know, after New China, the rich people, they got punished, and also Wing Chun was forbidden by the government. This way, since he was a worker, so he can keep training many years. In 1994, there in all over the country, we have in martial art we have 8 masters. Pan Nam was one. Okay, among the big Fatsaan area, Pan Nam Sifu, he is maybe the very few ones who learn a lot of different martial arts. Except the Wing Chun, he also learned different weapons like knives and swords and whips, and also some like a rack with this claws. Yeah, and the pole and the stuff. So he learned a lot of weapons and from different styles. Also practice Hong Kuen, but Lan Sifu, he only focused on training Wing Chun. He thinks that to train the pole is very helpful for doing Wing Chun, because this Wing Chun, this pole form, they will focus on, we say like a Sam Sek Lok Lek, which is 3 different methods and the 6 positions, and to release 6 different powers. So, and then they have the techniques are very easy, very simple, like cut, spear, and prick. So there's only 6 different techniques, but looks easy, but it's not easy to get the effect. He said his Xishou told him that when Jiu Zhao taught in old time, he actually just only one technique. It's like what Lan Sifu did, this shaking movement. Yeah, once his pole touch another one's pole, the enemy will drop his pole. So it just need one technique. I was work for the Transportation Bureau, and my office is just the opposite to Pan Nam's company. So this is why it's very convenient for me to visit him. And also, since I was officer at the in the bureau, so I have a quite free time. This is why I follow Pan Nam Zi for 8 years. In that 8 years, I spent a lot of time to learn from him. But then later, I've been transferred to the oil company. So from there, 1988, I started to teach. The Wing Chun sense is very like a close fighting. So the key characteristics can be qi sao. Once I touch the opponent's arm, I will go attack instantly. Hi. This is the close. So he will not stand there and punch. So no matter you punch, he has to get as close as possible. So this is the so-called close. So this is what we so-called close. Like once we get the chance, we have to make you have no space to use your arms. For a sense, maybe you are bigger than him, or you are stronger than him. So in that case, if you win, then you don't have to learn Kung Fu. That means like if you already have that advantage of doing things, then you don't have to learn Kung Fu. But for the people who's like smaller, maybe weaker, and then what they can win, that is called Kung Fu. It says in this way, they will avoid your attacking first, and then he will also make you lose balance, and then your second hand cannot attack anymore because you already like lose the control. You can see he pull you to the forward, so he can also make this arm cannot use. This three form of Xiu Lin Tao used to train the top part, and Cham Kiu is to train the lower part, and the Biu is to train the waist, which is the so-called middle part. So when they talk about these three forms, it says like they practice heaven and earth and the person. This is kind of like different stages. Wooden dummy is used to train the techniques we learn from three forms. We consider wooden dummy as a person, but it's a fixed one. So we can find the distance with the enemy, and also train the waist, how to turn waist, and also the step works. The next stage will be the person to person. Then that person can move around. So this is the connection. The back, and also coordinate with the waist and the legs, so that way you can make your body coordinate better. And also the pole form, it will like enhance the fighting idea, maybe fighting techniques. Like Sifu said, our ancestors create different things for purpose. It will not just create something no use or things like that.